that he had that that selfless act with Meg, right? Where he like, spoilers for Hercules, I guess, like basically kills himself to save Meg, and this was like an act of true love, which means that he is now a true hero. He gets the godhood.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Damn it. I thought you were doing that for like me explaining this. I was like, I thought it was being pretty apt. Just being silly. You're funny. That's funny. Gamer. You can't even be mad. That's funny. God, but you know. It's because he's a dick. What? What? Always good timing with you people. This is a very Naruto moment. This is very Obito. The first part? He is really strong. Oh shit, I gotta... What? No, damn it, I didn't realize that I was playing this one. I wasn't paying attention. Get juked. Get juked again. I didn't know that I had to hold on to this forever. Just hold this indefinitely. This is so stressful. God damn it. It seems like all the people without tails though are like trashed here. Like, what the hell? 20 more seconds. Oh my god. I'm gonna shit myself. Nine. Why is it? 3, 2, 1. Yes! Wow. I had it. Oh my god. I had it for like. Wow. I had it for a long time. I think I had it for like, wow. It's my first time doing that well on that one. I'm gonna take the gamer moment. Jesus, fucking hard though. This is not really Limbo. And the Yoshis did so with more grace than you'd expect from a dinosaur. They're not dinosaurs, they're dragons. We've been over this. The storybook is incorrect, it's factually inaccurate, and I want whoever it is that authored this book to be hauled in and tied to a post and be fed fire flowers. And the author of the story was none other than bad old baby Bowser. Oh my god, it all makes sense now, but without shedding a tear. What? 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 It was good, huh? Right. What? Yeah, so I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2.5 right now. What the hell? Why is what just keep going? Why is what keep on triggering? Touchport, are you okay? Talking about turning red eyes? I didn't. yo, everybody over there on the YouTube. How's it going, gamers? Yo, we got a really cool show for you today. Something completely and totally different than I have ever done. We're doing an interview. We don't do interviews, or I haven't done interviews before in the past. Actually, that's not true. A long time ago, when I first started making content, many eons ago, I actually did a little series of things where I interviewed some friends of mine from the commentary space. And, just asked them some questions, something really casual, but I've never had something like this. I've never had something quite like this before. So if you don't remember, just a little intro, we have him sitting patiently in call waiting, and I appreciate that, YouTube. We're gonna get him on in just a moment. But a little bit of setup here. So, long story short, basically there was the MrBeast thing that came out where he cured 1,000 people of blindness, and it was like a whole thing. A lot of people had like thoughts and feelings about it, and whatever. Keemstar had made a little TikTok saying, like, hey, this is silly. I don't know why people are so upset at MrBeast, blah, blah, blah. I had replied to it saying, I agree, I don't understand, whatever, just saying like facts is what I had said in that tweet. And then this person, Yatab, hello, hey, he's in chat, there he is. Yatab actually was, he replied to that with a video link, essentially, to his video, right? So then we watched it, and we did that last stream. I won't go over all of that stuff because it was a funny stream and all of that. But that's kind of the setup here. So then after that, we kind of got in touch, or we just, started talking in Twitter. Eventually that led to the DMs, and then eventually we decided, or I asked him like, hey, do you want to come on and we can talk, so it's gonna be very casual. I know I'm labeling this as a debate, but it's not really a debate, we're just talking. I'm just kind of curious to see what he's about, what he's got, like maybe, I don't know, MrBeast, maybe the Antichrist, I don't know. I'm willing to be a unbiased person when it comes to this stuff. So we're gonna get him in right now. And we're gonna see what dear old Yatab actually has to say for himself before we get started up in here. So give me just a moment, because like I said, I don't do this very often. Haven't done this quite too much yet. And I have a system to be able to do this, to make sure that I can show the people all the things, and I just need to make sure that it's gonna work. Okay, so that's there. Now let's get him in. Is this Yatab, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend? Yes.
What's up?
Hey, yo, dude. Yo, first things first. What do you want me to call you? What's your like? What?
Yatab.
Yatab.
Basically, like, Yatab.
Okay, cool. So, and then the other thing is that, like, so the way this is gonna work is that in the game chat thing, I'm streaming my OBS page essentially, and that should make it so that you can at least see what's on my screen too. If there's any weirdness with it or anything like that,
in the Discord actual.
Yeah, it's in game chat. It should be streaming right now, so you should be able to just like click onto it and see it.
If I just click watch stream, let's see.
That should be it. You should see me. I should pop up. You should see my whole OBS. Cool, you can see it.
Nice.
All right,
cool.
We're just really quick. I just want to do a little test here. Do you hear music?
Yes.
You do. Okay. Just making sure all of that was good just before we get into this, because like I said, this is kind of a new thing for me. You're a first. You're a first, my dude. So how you doing today? How's it going? How's it going?
Man, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah?
Just taking a little break and hopping on here, so it'll be good.
Yeah, so like I said, we checked out your video, a few of your videos yesterday. Yeah. And, I think before we get really kicking into all of this, I think it would be good for some perspective here. If we actually go to something that you had called me out, which I am in the wrong here a little bit. So I do want to make sure that I play good on my word with, being as unbiased as I possibly can. So I had made this video, right? And this is the video where, we were kind of roasting and, doing our thing. Thank you, by the way, to everybody out there in the YouTube space. We just passed 100 subscribers. Oh my God, I'm at 106 subscribers. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it, everybody.
Thank you for your support.
And then, so you commented here, you said, bro, you missed the best part of the first video. The ending explained it all. So really quick, I just want to play the end of that video that I didn't play on my stream, which was my bad. I should have played the whole thing out because it might actually, could be kind of eye-opening. So are you cool with me just playing this video really quick?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
MrBeast, because I think we all know
This is just the
what
end.
they say about the mark of the beast, and I think we all know about what they say MrBeast is doing. He's into Walmart stores, the biggest store in the world. He has feastable bars. He has cookies. He is getting into the brains of everybody with all his views. And there's only one thing that we can all do to stop him. And if you do not want to watch this video, you will not be able to stop him. You will just not be able to. So with that being said,
You crack me up, man.
this is our plan to stop MrBeast. The first thing that you need to do, so to stay up to updates with everything about MrBeast, you need to subscribe to my channel. You need to subscribe to my Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Facebook, MySpace, email list. Go to my website, subscribe to all of that. Buy my book, listen to my audiobook, tell a friend about my page, and make sure you retweet me. So, okay.
So that's a little bit of context there, I think. I think that kind of puts a lot of things into perspective here. So the first thing first, I just want to say too, before we really get into the nitty gritty of things, apologies if this is a little bit scuffed, but I did want to shout you out before we got into it, kind of do a sandwich deal where I tell people, hey, yo, everybody, seriously, he was kind enough, cool enough to come on to my show. So we got to give him some support. Go subscribe to Yatab. For all of our disagreements, perhaps, I think that he makes some pretty interesting content, and he's on the grow. He's pretty close to 2,000, or what is it, 20,000 subscribers you're almost at? That's cool.
Yeah, 20,000. 20,000.
Dude, okay, so like let's get into it. Like so tell me, like what was where did you come into it with the whole YouTube thing? Like what can you tell me an origin story a little bit or something?
Yeah, I just saw people making money on YouTube and I wanted to learn how to do YouTube and I did it. And then I just started making videos, making gaming videos, and then I just decided that I wanted to switch it up and that's what I did.
Yeah, so like I know that for a lot of YouTubers, like self included, a lot of times we have inspirations, people that we kind of looked up to who made content and stuff. So I'm curious, like if there's anybody like that for you. Like for me, it was like the Game Grumps. I was a huge Game Grumps fan for many, many years. And that's what got me into editing, doing Let's Plays, and then eventually doing all the rest of the stuff that I ended up doing on YouTube. So is there anything like that for you?
Not really anybody in particular. During COVID, everybody's at home watching YouTube. So I started watching YouTube as well.
That's interesting.
Decided to do it.
Yeah, no, so, I mean, because I see your video here, or your videos here, yeah, I guess you only started posting, at least on this channel, about 2 years ago. So, I didn't see this first video here. First of all, I would like to thank you for keeping your videos so short, because there's so many there's so much content on YouTube now that is, like, kind of commentary-based, that is just way too long. So, like, props to you for that, at least.
Yeah, if they would watch longer, I'd make them longer, but they don't watch that long, so I have to keep them pretty short.
No, you're right on the money there. So let me ask you then. Let's get into this. What's your beef with MrBeast?
I think MrBeast just has some people who just follow him for, they just blindly follow him. And he does some things that are a little bit sketchy that people don't call out. People are probably scared of calling out MrBeast. So, I'm going to step up and say those things for him and be the voice for the people that are too scared to say anything about MrBeast.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, we all know that, when there's a popular YouTuber, there's a popular, person in entertainment, whoever they may be, you're always going to have some amount of fan base that's going to blindly follow them into whatever, dark night they're going to be going into themselves. But I'm curious, like, so you saying that almost kind of implies that MrBeast is up to something shady. And, based on the videos that I've seen from you thus far, I don't know if I've really been convinced of that. So like, what is the biggest thing in your mind is like that MrBeast like is the Antichrist, right? Because that's your argument.
Well, I think the beginning starts with he's faking his videos. they're all fake, pretty much.
So what does faking videos mean to you? Like, what does
Because
that
he
mean?
says, Mr. Beast says that that if you subscribe to his channel, you can be in videos. He says that subscribe to my channel, be in my video, stuff like that. But then when you look at his videos, it's YouTubers in his videos, and they're hand selected. He hand select people because if and most people don't know this because they're not on YouTube, is that you can't there's no way to contact subscribers at all. There's no messaging platform on YouTube. So subscribing to
Not
Mr.
anymore.
Beast,
There us's to be, but
yeah.
not anymore.
So how's if you subscribe to Mr. Beast for a chance to be in the video when it really does not increase your odds? And there's a lot of videos where the contestants are actually hand selected people from other YouTube channels, and it's just rigged. Some stuff like editors are performing in his videos. Sometimes the people who are in his videos end up working for Mr. Beast. So there's a lot of evidence out there, but people are scared to go after Mr. Beast because he has 100 million. So,
Okay.
I know.
I mean, I'm hearing what you're saying about, like, saying that you're gonna, hey, subscribe to my video and you're gonna be, and you'll be in a video or whatever. I'm curious. Do you know? This is like stupid. I'm kind of curious. Like, how connected? Do you know anything about like the commentary community, like, quote unquote? I know there's a lot of different like commentary people out there on YouTube, but like I'm just trying to get a.
I know Jalen tried to expose me one time. And I know
yeah, I was curious.
I
I saw that video, or I didn't watch your video, but I saw that you made a video about Jalen, and I was kind of curious about that. Can you give me like a real short over under on that?
That was a video of me exposing Mr. Beast. And Jalen just he made a reaction video about me and just tried to expose me, but failed.
She identifies as
sorry,
no, you're totally fine. It happens. Yeah, she identifies as a woman. I just want to make sure that's clear. But yeah, okay, well, interesting. So you made a video. You made one of your videos talking about Mr. Beast, and then Jalen kind of responded saying like, "Oh, I'm sure doing something very similar to what I did. Just like, what is this? What's going on?" And then and I guess you made that video as kind of a response to that. Is that what I'm understanding?
No, that is the video they reacted to. I recently just updated all my thumbnails because they're out of date. They're pretty much just old and dead. So now for anybody who scrolls back through my channel, they can kind of get a gist of what's going on with the content since it's a little bit old.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A little YouTube hack.
Well, the reason why I ask though about the commentary community is because back in 2014, 2016, there was a content creator by the name of Leafy is Here. Do you remember that name?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, so Leafy is Here. He did a lot of like CS:GO, like parkour style like gameplay, and then what he would do is he would commentate over it, by calling out people on YouTube, like sometimes roasting them, but sometimes also kind of exposing stuff about them. For the most part, it was mostly roasting them. But one of the common tropes that he had in his videos was that like, hey, everybody, all right, Leafy is here. And like, if you want to sub to my video, I'm going to give you 50,000 Cadillacs in your front lawn, like tomorrow. Like he would do all that type of thing. So I'm curious, like, do you really think that like people, like, I understand that Mr. Beast's audience is for the most part on the younger side, but do you really believe that people really think that, like, well, because that's the other thing is it's not like Mr. Beast doesn't have viewers in his videos. Like that does happen from time to time, right?
Sometimes, but the people who win are mostly YouTubers, especially I started to get onto this really when I watched the Willy Wonka video and Della Vlogs is, first off, this channel had 800,000 subscribers and they randomly got the golden ticket to go to the, chocolate factory, which was very oddly peculiar to start. And then secondly, the wife who actually, the channel's Della Vlogs, the wife, but they sent the husband to compete. They sent the husband to compete in this challenge, and he was way more athletic, and he actually won all the challenges. And then there's also a rumor going around that he was related to Gordon Ramsay, which was the final decider of the end. So,
so you're saying like it's more of a clout game than it is like a random poll. Yeah,
so if there was 10 people, maybe 9 of them were randomly selected, but then they bring in this superstar athlete to go in there, and when it's the final decision, it's him and Gordon Ramsay, his own uncle, is deciding whose cake tastes the better. It's just very oddly peculiar that it's like that. Also, and he has 800,000 subscribers already. It's just very oddly peculiar. And
Interesting.
then he's in Feastable ads and everything after the fact.
So, I mean, I know that MrBeast doesn't make, full disclosure too, I don't watch too much of MrBeast content. So you telling me this, I'm going to take your expert opinion on it. It sounds like you watch him quite a bit. It's hard though, because like I come from an entertainment background, you know. I did a lot of production work in like reality style TV shows and things like that. So it's not unreasonable for me to think that there's a little bit of a show element to some of this stuff, right? Like if it's supposed to be a reality TV show thing, they've got a lot of, you know, it's a high budget thing. There's camera crews out there. You have to pay the whole crew, all the rest of it. You need to ensure that there's going to be some content there that people are going to enjoy. Do you think it's unreasonable for him to, I guess maybe, I don't want to say lie, but just kind of have like an inflated reality? Do you think that that's wrong? Or like because what it sounds like you're saying is, it sounds like you're saying that like his videos are fake, like they're pretty much scripted, like that they're going to end up a certain way. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's just, and that's not what he advertises at times. Like there was another video where he basically found this guy to live in a circle for 100 days, and he says in the video, like, this is a random subscriber, but he said on another podcast with Ludwig that he actually found him and hand selected him for that video, and then found out what his day rate would have been, and then he won the money, and now this guy's gone on to work for MrBeast, and just very oddly peculiar.
I mean, is that... Like, I understand, because are you saying that he should be giving opportunities to people with like no subs, like people who don't really know? Like, because I mean, it looks like, at least from your channel and stuff, you're at least a little bit aware of like the nature of clickbait, like the fact that like you kind of have to do that on YouTube if you want to get anywhere, kind of a thing. MrBeast is a genius marketer. You'd agree, right?
He has a lot of people working behind the scenes for him.
Well, okay. That is to say that, like, I think, okay, maybe it's an argument that you could make. Like, I'm saying it, I guess in that way, I'd be saying it more like, what's the Apple guy? I can never remember his name. The guy who
Bill Gates.
No, not Bill Gates. Apple. The dude who made the iPhone. Oh my God.
Bill.
It wasn't Bill Gates. What are you talking about?
Apple?
Wait.
The guy that had the movie about him with Ashton Kutcher, Bill Gates.
That's not Bill Gates. Is it? No, wait, I'm being gaslit right now. Hold on. No, that's not Bill Gates. Who is that? Somebody tell me in chat. I'm gonna like die with this. Who is that? I should look this up.
Apple?
Yeah, it was Apple. Oh my God. I cannot remember his name.
Internet guy.
Steve.
He does Microsoft
Jobs.
Too.
Steve Jobs. That's what it is. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is not so my point is,
MrBeast is obsessed with him.
Was Steve Jobs? Well, that's interesting, because that's my point, was that like Steve Jobs is not a like master coder. He doesn't know anything about the hardware for computers and stuff like that, but he built the company. He made it so that, you know, he came up, well, I don't know if he came up necessarily with the idea for the iPhone, but he basically managed the company in a way that made it so that they're a much bigger deal now than they even were in the 2000s. And that is to say that Apple was already a very booming company at that point too. So, I mean, all I'm saying is that, like, whether you want to say it's MrBeast's team or MrBeast himself, you would have to agree MrBeast as a brand is a master marketer, right?
I mean, yeah, but he's definitely got a lot of help too, though.
Sure. No, and that's fine. Yeah.
And people say he's the best YouTuber, but he's got this whole team, but PewDiePie just did it all alone too.
So, I mean, fair enough. I mean, there have been team YouTube people for like a very long time. I mean, what do you mean to say by that?
Well, he's just changed, right? When he was younger, when he was just him, it was like MrBeast and the boys hanging out, and now it's like this big giant production that's tricking everybody out. Tricking everybody.
All right, I just want to cut through this like a knife. I just want to know straight up, like. I am not going to shame anybody for whatever YouTube game they're on. So I just want to know, like, whole ass, do you actually dislike MrBeast? Like, do you actually think that he is the Antichrist, or is this a bit?
Well, I don't think he's being truthful in his videos. I used to like him, but now I don't even watch him that much anymore. except to just help people understand what's going on.
So which one, you mentioned a video before. Which one was it that you said? Oh, it was the Willy Wonka one. So can I address that? Because you said this in your video. You said that that he was taking people's ideas by taking the concept of Willy Wonka in the video. Can you like explain that?
Yeah, he like Mr. Beast gets mad at people when they like copy his ideas and things like that, but Mr. Beast is
Does he
also
really?
doing the same thing. Yeah, he's like gets mad at these people on Twitter and
Really?
says, "Don't like they shouldn't copy my ideas. They should
Are
come
you
up with
talking?
their
Wait,
own
wait, wait, wait,
ideas."
wait, wait, wait. Are you talking about the people who were taking his thumbnails and photoshopping their face onto his thumbnails? Is that who you're
Well,
talking
yeah,
about?
but then their video is basically the same like Mr. Beast.
So you agree? I mean, that is copying.
Yeah, people are like just using Mr. Beast's name.
So you agree with Mr. Beast on that?
Yeah, but then he does the same thing too, though.
But how?
So
Like, what do you mean? Like because the Willy Wonka thing is not like that's not copying. That's not copying
Well,
in the same way.
yeah, but it's still copying though too.
How?
So
Like, what do you mean? Like, what is that?
Like-
What is it? Like because he didn't
like,
recreate. He didn't just recreate Willy Wonka, right? It's not like he made
Yeah,
like a Willy Wonka movie.
Yeah, like he didn't. Well, he didn't. Like he didn't come up with that idea on his own, but some people don't even know that. Like a lot of these Mr. Beast fans never even saw the original Willy Wonka. So like,
I mean, okay.
like it's okay if you do that, but like, don't get mad at other people too. You know, there's another thing. Like a lot of people love CoffeeZilla, but then they hate on me. It's the same thing.
Are you comparing yourself to CoffeeZilla?
Well, yeah. Did you see CoffeeZilla what he did to Logan Paul? And
Yeah, no, I
everybody's
did. I did.
And everybody is on his side.
Well,
But
yeah,
when
but
he
it's
was
a
smaller,
little
though,
bit different though
people used
because
to not like him.
well, hold on though because like Mr. Paul did he had a couple scams going where he was like getting, basically taking money from people and it was just like straight up scam stuff with like the crypto zoo and all that, right? So that's what you're talking about with CoffeeZilla, right?
Yeah, and him
Like
and
how is
he's
that
into
comparable?
NFTs. Well, Mr. Beast and Logan Paul are really close, and there's like a secret call that went on buying NFTs, CryptoPunks back in the day, and basically Gary Vaynerchuk got all these big influencers on the call, and they're like, "You guys need to buy these NFTs." They say this on the Impulsive podcast. He's telling Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and all these big influencers, like, "You guys need to buy these NFTs right now. Like, you guys need to buy these NFTs." So that, I mean, they're inflating the price as it is.
So the one thing
So
I'll say about
there's probably
yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, there's when you get into like the inner depths of these YouTube, like all these YouTubers are all interconnected, and it's almost like
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
like
but
this
that's
secret little circle
it's a community.
that they're
I mean,
pulling the strings on,
but well,
they won't let you in if you attack them like that,
well,
and
I
that's
mean,
why. Yeah.
dude, yeah, I mean, but everybody has connections to everybody. And again, like if you're trying to make it big on this platform, you got to have friends. You got to, you got to try to work with the people who are already, who already have like a sizable thing. I just so about the NFT thing, right? Like just because you brought that up, my take is maybe different than a lot of people's takes. I don't really care about NFTs either way. Like I don't think that it's inherently a scam. To me, it's very similar to cryptocurrency or to stock market or to anything like that, right? It's just any store of value on whatever commodity you're talking about, especially if it's like a digital currency or whatever. Like, there's debates like ongoing about this. I think that there's a way that you can do NFTs that is okay. And I think that like the knee-jerk reaction from the internet about NFTs is just kind of strange. So like with the NFT argument though, can you like, do you have anything there that's like, oh, he lied in the same way that I can never remember which Paul it is. Is it Jake Paul that did that? Was it Jake Paul that did that? Yeah. Cause like Jake Paul like said like, hey, everybody give me money and I'm going to make this thing called Crypto Zoo. And then he basically took the money and ran without making the product. Like, is there anything like that for Mr. Beast that you're talking about?
With NFT specifically, or just
Yeah, I mean, just because you
overall?
brought it up,
Oh, well, that's like who's on that call? Like they're basically inflating the price. Like I would like to know what his crypto wallet looks like now. Like when did he sell?
What does that mean? What do you mean inflated the price?
Like all these, they bought super low before anybody knows about it, and they have all this influence. So then,
Oh,
when
like a pump
crypto
and
gets
dump.
big,
Mm.
and like why it's just like, it's very oddly peculiar. I'm doing a
Pump
lot
and
of
dump.
research on it. I got some
Okay.
people helping me with that documentary, but
That's
that's going
cool.
to be going out on a different channel
Well,
probably.
that would be, yeah, that'd be interesting, actually. I'm very intrigued by that because if that's true, then yeah, I mean, that is kind of shady behavior. People have gotten in trouble in commentary for that before. So I think that you would definitely be winning some arguments there. But so you really are, you really have kind of gotten on the, because I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Like it comes off from your videos, especially with like, like you said, the last part of that first video that we had watched on stream. Like I mean, so you're
You
serious?
know what that was, right? Do you know Morse code?
No, I don't know Morse code.
Yeah. Well, in that video, I said it's to military law. Like everything's under military law. So that ending is Morse code.
Well, okay, well, can you? I apologize. I am uncultured. Can you explain to me what the Morse code said?
Well, it's kind of like a gateway to keep some people out, I guess. It's like I got a secret community where
But then why would you
basically
cue everybody on this stream to it being Morse code then? Wouldn't we be able to go in and decipher that?
what?
Like if if you're saying you want to keep it secret and you're saying the reason why you did it in Morse code is so that you could keep it secret, then like why are you telling us like what you know what I mean?
Yeah, so basically you just have to learn Morse code to do it though.
So you're not going to tell us what the Morse code would be then? Like cuz you could say I don't care if it's a slur, like go ahead, go for it.
Oh, like what I said with the Morse code?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what did you say? Like what did you
Oh.
mean by that? Yeah.
Basically you just have like the Morse code's for the people behind the wall, but if you want to know the future, they just have to wait.
Okay. So you mentioned military law, and that's interesting. What's up with that? Like, what can you explain that?
Well, there's like normal citizen law and there's military law. Like if
Okay.
you've been in any sort of military, they give you like a big document and give you like a debriefing for 2 weeks. And basically, if you're in the military, the laws apply differently to you. So you're able to kind of do a little bit different than an average citizen. So it's just if you're not in the military,
Okay.
were you in the military before?
I was never in the military. No. Were you in the military?
No, but my
Okay.
uncle was. And
Okay.
and
My uncle
he
was
passed
too.
it to me.
Okay. So why military law? Like why would it go? Because in your video, in one of your videos that we watched, you were talking about what was it, North Carolina law? So why military law now?
Well, North Carolina law was for that kid that MrBeast let him drive that car in that parking lot, which is
Right,
illegal.
so,
And if you look in that video, though, there's cars.
Okay. Well, since we brought that up, is that illegal? Because he did it in a private parking lot, which, as far as I understand, I mean, I don't know because it might be state by state. Maybe it is illegal in North Carolina. Do you know that driving in a private parking lot without a license is illegal? Do you know that for a fact?
Well, yeah, I searched it up on Google and it said that.
So also too,
And
I
there's
wanted to
cars in the background.
Speaking of your Googling, do you understand the difference between cardiac and cornea, or what is it? Cardiac and cataract. Do you know the difference?
What's that?
So like because in your video you said that it takes like 6 weeks to like a month or something. Or not, I'm sorry. It's like 6 weeks to 8 weeks or something in order to be able to recover from cardiac surgery. You do realize that that's not eye surgery, that's heart surgery.
Yeah, MrBeast didn't like when those guys came back from that surgery. It's the same cardiac, but it is cardiac and cataract surgery. They both have weeks recovery.
No, but I don't think that's true. Like the reason why I say this too is because like I said, like you in your I should try to pull this up. Which one is it in? I think it's in this one. Cuz you bring this up. If you know where it is, I would appreciate it if you'd let me know too.
I don't remember. I'm looking up cataract because it's the same time. Cataract surgery too is 3 to 10 weeks to see too.
Cardiac is the one we don't want to look up. It's cataract.
Cataract is 3 to 10 weeks to get the full benefits. So Very
get the
oddly
full
peculiar.
okay, but to get the full benefits, like
So-
my mom had God, yeah, you know what? I don't even blame you for mixing up cardiac and cardiac and cataract because they're very, very similar words. But my mom has had cataract surgery, and pretty much the next day she was able to see. Like she had to be restful, like she had to not do stuff that was like too, you know,
But
too
how was it-
strenuous.
But how was it immediately after though?
I mean, I think good enough at least for them to test out if it was working. Like, I don't think that it's unreasonable for because you made a big deal out of this guy, like sitting down and being able to see like the chart after having stood up like further away and not being able to see
Yeah.
the chart. Like, but what I'm saying is that like, that doesn't, like, it's like, yeah, the guy just had surgery. Like maybe putting him a little bit closer so that he can read the thing, which is, by the way, part of the show, because the whole reason to have him read that was so that he could actually read that he just won $10,000, right? Which I don't understand, by the way. Can you clarify this for me? Was this $10,000? Is that the price for the cataract surgery, or was that
No,
just a
they
separate amount of money?
They just
gave him
money. Like they just
Okay.
give him money, but like
'Cause I
before
wasn't
the
sure
surgery,
about
he
that.
was way behind. Yeah, and then they move him way close. So it's like,
Yeah, well,
what
so
even is going on?
Are you doubting the efficacy of the cataract surgery, or
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just oddly peculiar. Like, why wouldn't you do it the same? You know, it's just very odd.
huh? Hold on, I think I have a timestamp. What is this? 102. What is that for, Hannah? Your YouTube timestamp? Oh, okay. In my YouTube. Okay, we can do that. Unfortunate. Sorry, this is wigging me out because I've got like two. Okay, let's see it. 102. Apologies. I don't mean to laugh at you and double. 102. There it is. Oh, what? Here we go. Yeah, so okay, I'll just. You're
play this.
totally right. Yeah. Because fuck, you're totally right. There it is. There's the screenshot. Okay, so this is in your video, right? It says showing results for cardiac surgery recovery time. So that's why I'm bringing this up, is because like cardiac and cataract are very different. So are you telling me that if I were to Google right now, what is the recovery time for, oh my God, I'm like dyslexic as hell. For cardiac, Jesus, they're such similar words. I've never noticed how similar those two words are. It's so funny. Cardiac versus cataract. I don't even know how, is it spelled similar? I don't even know how to spell it. Cataract. These side effects usually improve within a few days, but it can take 4 to 6 weeks recovery fully. Okay, so fair enough. I mean, I get.
Yeah,
What
so
is
it's
this
like, I mean, what's going on? Like, are they sending them home and coming back? Are they pretending to see? It's just odd. It's just odd. It's very odd.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, are you doubting that this guy got surgery, or like, what are you saying by this point?
I'm just saying that it's odd, and people think MrBeast is like doing all this great work, but when he does certain things like that, it's just very odd.
But do you doubt that he
peculiar.
actually gave 1,000? Okay, because that's another element of this that I wanted to try to ask you about as well. Like in this video, you talk about how he didn't actually do the surgery for 1,000 people. You said it was probably somewhere closer to like 700 or something like that.
Well,
like,
yeah, well, not in America. He didn't do it all in America. And
So-
his main audience is American.
you're not saying that he didn't do 1,000. You're saying that he didn't do 1,000 in America.
Well, and when he says it in the beginning, he said, "I cured 1,000 people," but there's not 1,000 people in the background. It's just kind of misleading. Like if you're going to say one thing, and
Well, dude,
something
okay,
else,
again, I work
too.
in entertainment. Like, I know how cameras work. I know how hard it is to, like, get certain shots off. You're not, like, framing a shot with 1,000 people in it, which, by the way, some of those people could have been in surgery at the time. Like, there's no way of knowing exactly what the production schedule of that particular day was, or how many of those people. I would even, you know what? If you want to go with the conspiracy that those people are not the people that got the cataract surgery, I would even go with that, because, like, it's like, hey, who cares? Like, if he actually gave 1,000 people this surgery, you know, for free, no money out of their pocket. I don't care what he does. Like it's, you know,
Yeah.
you know what I
But
mean?
people don't. Yeah, but people don't realize that though. They don't know that. Like these people watching that think
But
something
that,
else.
but people, but it's not shady because it's not untrue.
It
Like,
is kind of shady too, though. But what he does with that channel, like
I,
he made that video 8 minutes, just 8 minutes and 1 seconds, very specifically to get his mid-roll ads. But when you look at his philanthropy channel, the videos are like 4 to 5 minutes. None of them are 8 minutes long.
okay,
But then
but
you're
you
gonna do the
do,
same exact charity at 8 minutes to get
but you,
more money.
but you do understand like you do understand that like by him promoting his content, by him selling merch, by him doing all of this stuff, pre-roll ads, whatever he's got to do in order to make that for his videos, it's making more money for his company so that he can, you know, get his company, his people, you know, to get their money, but also so that he can accrue more money so that he can do more charities in the future. Like, do you disagree with that idea?
Sorry, what I was texting somebody. What was you saying?
You're fine. So, the long and short of that question is just that, like, he does these things, like, sure, like the mid-roll ad, like, you know, selling merch and all of that stuff. Like, you do understand that, like, by him making more money, by him promoting his brand, he is making it so that he can go on and do more charitable good in the future, right? Like, so it's all kind of a part of the same kind of thing. Like, we all have to play the YouTube game. We know also too, this is part of this, is that like with and you agreed, MrBeast or MrBeast team is very good at marketing on YouTube. Big part of that is making sure that your video is as monetized as you can possibly make it, because that's what's promoted in the algorithm, right? So is it fair for you to use that as a way to be able to say that he's shady for doing that? Like, don't we all do that? Like, you yourself at the beginning of the stream said that you make your videos shorter specifically so that you can try to reach more people, right?
Yeah, but not make more money. MrBeast is trying to make money on a charity video, though.
Are you saying that you don't want to make money off your YouTube?
I'm not allowed to. I can't.
Why not?
Well, it's like restitution stuff, so I'm not able to make like. Well, that's the thing. Like, I can't make any money off my YouTube, so like that's why it's just all free information for everybody. So like that's why it's kind of, you know, like when Donald Trump ran for president, he didn't need sponsors. It's kind of similar. Like, I'm not getting any ad revenue on this, and this is all that I do.
So are you trying to say that you're doing this as like a public service? Like, I'm confused. Like, what do you mean restitution? Like, what does that mean?
Well, it's just like, if I make money, I have to pay it to the government. So like basically,
well, yeah, but everybody does. Like, that's how taxes work.
Well, it's like a percent. It's like a different percentage, like legal stuff that I can't talk about. But
okay,
it's basically, so it's like I can't make money, so I got to find other ways to make money, well, kind of like secretively. So,
is that part of the Morse code?
Yeah, basically. It's
really?
Like, well, if you find people like, you know, people who, let's just say they kind of live in parks or wherever, like they're not using their social security numbers, they're not using any like their government documents that are given to them. So if you spend $5 to $10 and interview them, you can get that information and go nowadays go online and get like credit cards and stuff like that with their name and stuff sent to your house. So that's pretty much what I have to do, because I'm not able to do, you know, normal W-2, W-9 stuff. But, you know, that's how I have all the free time to get on Twitter all day and YouTube all day to do this.
You don't have to answer this. Are you like a convicted felon or something? Like, I'm just, I don't understand. Like, I can't even imagine a scenario for the types of things that you're saying. Like, I don't, like, I understand it's private information, it's personal, like, you don't want to get into it, you don't got to get into it, but like what? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I can't comment on that specifically.
Okay. Wow, man. All right. I mean, I guess.
But that's how I know about these scams and these things that this guy's doing, because I've met a lot of people about.
What do you mean scams? Like, I've yet to see anything. Like can you give me like a yeah, go for it.
Like subscribing with nothing in return, even though there's a chance that you could be in the video, but they're really, when you subscribe, there is no percentage odds going up at all when you subscribe to MrBeast. Your percentage of being his videos are the same. If the outcomes are already rigged, people are wasting their time to
that
go
may not
to these
necessarily
videos.
well, no, that may not be necessarily true, because if you're entered into a raffle when you go into the sub, like, because that's the other thing too, is if you subscribe to MrBeast,
you can't select. There's no way to select all those. There's no way to go through that.
what do you mean? What does that mean? Like, because what I'm saying is that, like, if you, especially at this point, if you, okay, let's say, I don't even know, because I've never even heard MrBeast say that, but I'm going to take your word for it, because I don't know, because I don't watch his videos too often. But, like, if you, okay, like, he makes a video tomorrow, and he says, like, at the very beginning of the video, or end of the video, or whatever, he says, hey, if you subscribe to MrBeast channel, you have a chance of getting in the next video, right? Via a raffle would be the assumption that I would make as a viewer. So like you do realize that, like, the odds of that, it's like 1 in how many subscribers he has? Like, what is it now? 130 million? Like that is a higher percentage chance than if you hadn't, because you're going it, like, you did have to opt into subscribing, right? I don't understand what your point is here.
I'm just saying, like, so for me, like, I have 20,000 subscribers, but there's no way for me to look at all 20,000. Like, some of those are private, some of those are just, it doesn't show you. Like, YouTube doesn't give you that option.
Is it a fair, but would it be a fair assumption that because you can look at your subscribers, you can look at people who do subscribe to you. You may not be able, like, I agree with you. It is true. There is not, as far as I understand, there's no direct messaging system through YouTube anymore, but theoretically you could get those usernames and try to find them other ways. Or you might even be able to get their email addresses. I'm not sure, but I think that is a thing that you could do. Because the partnership program has, like, different stuff in there. I used to have a partnered channel, so I remember some of that stuff, but it's been a minute, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, is that really okay, so that's one scam then. Can you explain another scam for me? Is that the only scam?
Well, in his like, you know, he doesn't disclose this in these videos, but these people win this money, but then they have to pay all this stuff on it. Like, for example, when the guy that won $1 million, he had to pay over $350,000 in taxes. So it's like, these people who don't have any money, but then they have to pay $350,000 in taxes, and MrBeast made him spend $1 million. So he won $1 million, but then MrBeast made him spend it like the next week's called spending $1 million in one day. So he's putting this burden on these people that shouldn't be like that.
Wait, who is this? Like, what do you, can you show me that video actually? Do you have that?
It's just like MrBeast. If you type in win $1 million MrBeast, it'll probably pop up. It's like it's like these guys holding their hand on a case. And then the next video is spending $1 million in 24 hours. And they have to pay lots of taxes.
Let's see. Well, yeah, I mean, you got to pay taxes. I mean, that's reasonable.
It's like, okay, then he should do it like win 700,000, not 100 million. Ryan Trahan's a whole nother thing. Don't get me started on him.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that. But so okay, what did you tell me to type in? So I should type in MrBeast.
MrBeast $1 million.
Is it like spelled out? I'm guessing $1 million. Spending $1 million in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like if you go to the end of that video, it shows where this guy has to pay like 300 grand in taxes. Crazy.
We filmed a video titled Last We Take Handoff $1 million Keeps It. So if you haven't seen that last video, go watch it now, because obviously this video will spoil it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Last one of you to take your hand off this $1 million stack of cash keeps it. Mark is the winner of the $1 million challenge.
No way!
Yes.
No way!
All right, so you now have 24 hours to spend the $1 million. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. We're starting off the day. Grab what you want.
This, I can get that. No.
That was actually just a joke. I told him to do that. What we're actually gonna do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future. Obviously, he's aware $1 million is a lot, but it's not unlimited money. So we're gonna make smart purchases like a house, cars, and do some investing.
I need this.
Just add that to the pile?
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna get this.
These are some
probably
smart
for me,
purchases, to be
splurge
fair.
a little bit on myself.
So here you go, sir. Here are your
Holy
three.
hell.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Two?
Give me 2.
See, this is why I don't watch
Switch.
MrBeast content, because I'm just like, I would do so much things with that money. Oh my god.
You got $1 million.
Yeah, he's rich.
Yeah.
So Mr. Beast is making him do this. Like,
I don't believe this is.
I don't
up.
know, man. What does that mean, making him do this? Does this look like the face of a man who's being made to do this? That man
well,
was
look at
just...
his hands. Look at Mr. Beast's hands. Do you know what that symbol is?
Tell me. Tell me, what is that symbol?
I mean, it kind of looks to me like Illuminati almost.
Do you think that MrBeast is in the Illuminati?
Well, I think it's all kind of combined together. Like,
Is
a
he
lot
on
of
the
these
same-
people talk about.
Is he
people
on the
talk
same
about
level?
all
Hold
this-
on. Is he on the same level of like Beyonce or like Kanye? Like what level, what echelon of the Illuminati do you believe he's at?
Yeah, like he's probably sorry. I got lots of people texting me, but
You're good.
I mean, the thing is, there's like levels to it. So like there's probably like groups of people like I was talking about earlier, like those big YouTubers, like the big influencer people, like once they reach a certain level, they start to change and they start to do things a lot different. Like if you see MrBeast when he was starting out, like he was cussing, doing funny videos, like the boys just chilling, and now he's like been completely watered down, and like his personality isn't even in this video, like, or any of these videos. Like this is kind of when he was transforming, but like now in his videos, if you just cut out the parts where only
Wait. Sorry, gotta stop you. So you're making the argument even that this video is not when he's in the Illuminati. Is that what you're saying? So you're saying that he is now, but maybe not then. This is during his transformation.
I mean, it's like a slow burn, though, right? It's like you're not just good one day, bad one day, bad the next. It happens over time. And well, MrBeast was like if you watch his videos now, it's almost like he's like a robot or something. He just only narrates. He doesn't show his personality. He doesn't do anything. And if you look at the people who were around MrBeast in the very beginning, if you look at Chris, if you look at what's that other guy, Chandler? If you look at his 2 best friends, they're barely even in the videos anymore. They bring in all these new people, all these people that have been trained in the entertainment system to run this. And MrBeast, or this person who does like the MrBeast character, is just like narrating now. It's not even MrBeast solo. It's like a MrBeast brand, and it's marketed as all this good stuff. But really, when you actually tear back the curtain, you start to see that it's really not that good. Do you know what I'm saying, though? Do you see that?
I look, man. I think that you have a few pretty decent criticisms. You know, I like because it's interesting. I've never really thought about it, but I guess you are right. Like if you're giving people like a boatload of money, then you are basically saying that whatever, like, you know, if you give a person $1 million, they cannot legally take all of that $1 million. They have to have some of it taxed. At the end of it, honestly, with the tax rates and everything, it's probably going to be about half, maybe even more. I mean, this happens all the time with the lottery and everything else, but like, I don't know, like, again, it's the difference of like what's happening interpersonally between 2 people and what's happening like for YouTube for the sake of trying to get views and clicks and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, but it's like, are you just going to do that just for clicks? Like how far?
Okay, what's wrong with that though? Like, what would be wrong with that?
Well, what's his mission? Like, he just says, like,
two things can be true at once, right? No, but yeah, and that's fair. That's fair. He can make you mad, but like 2 things can be true at once, right? Like, it could be the case that he's doing some, I don't want to say shady even, because everybody does it. It's not like it's shady. It's just like he's pulling some interesting maneuvers in order to make it so that his videos get more promoted. But then he's also doing something a little bit different from what the video, like the title of his video is. Like that's not that's not
all
wrong.
These people that like, yeah, and well, the thing is, like, all these people see this and they just think like MrBeast can do no wrong. So even when I bring up valid points, like they don't care what you say. They're just like so so entrapped into Mr. Beast, but
interesting-
like people need to think for themselves too.
Yes,
though.
and
They
you know
can't
what?
just-
To your defense, so we had this exchange on Twitter, and I did want to show this at some point and point this out, just to kind of, because I agree with what you're saying in terms of like fan base and the way that it can kind of be out of hand. We had our interaction on Twitter, and somebody, I don't know who this Daniel person is, he ended up following me. He might be even watching right now. I don't know. Shout out to Daniel if he is watching. But the reply that he did to, which by the way, I mean, I did say in this first tweet here that this is a debate. Like we were going to have a conversation and a debate. So, debate implies that we're on two sides of an issue, right? And this guy has the gall to say, two grown-ass men spreading lies about another grown-ass man for nothing but simple fact they are jealous of his success. Take the time you waste doing this and try to come up with your own ideas for content. Then maybe one day you'll be more than clickbaiting scrubs. And then I said back to him, I was like, hey man, like, I'm pro Mr. Beast. Like, what do you mean? And he says, no, I'm sorry. I asked him, like, did you know that I was pro Mr. Beast? He said, no, I didn't. Sorry. But just assumed it, if it involved Yatab, which that's how you say it, right? I asked before.
Yeah, Yatab.
Yatab. Okay. Yatab, it would be nothing but nonsense with no facts to base them on, or just a bunch of lies, blah, blah, blah. So like, look, I'm going to level with you. If you are somebody who is trying to, be, I don't want to say adversarial. If you're somebody who's trying to at least just keep Mr. Beast honest, trying to keep him on track, like that's what you're trying to do in your videos, which it sounds like you are to, varying success, but that's what you're trying to do. Like you do have to expect that there are going to be, especially for a guy like Mr. Beast, there's going to be all sorts of, frankly, children, people who are just emotionally immature, people who don't understand like what, YouTube videos are. Like, you do understand that like that is a normal thing that every content creator has. It's like, I'm sure I have fans, as small of a channel as I am, like, I'm sure that I have some fans that if somebody were to come after me with, even if it was like damning evidence, I'm sure they would have the knee-jerk reaction of like, no, that person's wrong. Like, you do understand that happens, right? That's not like Mr. Beast doing that on purpose.
Yeah, we could just agree to disagree with that point, I guess. But it's like, it's very oddly peculiar how close he is to all these people, like Elon Musk, and how Elon Musk is leading the thing in Neuralink. And just a few days ago, Mr. Beast in his Twitter bio had new CEO of Twitter.
Okay, so let's. All right. I think I at least understand where you are coming from with the Mr. Beast stuff. Would you mind a little bit, because I have a fascination with politics and with just like world events and things that are going on right now. You seem to have this undercurrent, you seem to be more of the conspiratorial kind of minded thing. Would you like, first of all, again, you don't have to answer this, but like, first of all, like, are you religious? Are you actually religious? Like, when you say things like, okay, first question. Sorry. Do you actually believe that Mr. Beast is the Antichrist?
I don't think you could really tell, but those are the evidence. Like, that video wasn't me calling him the Antichrist. It was really just giving like what people are saying and like speculation.
So are you saying that you lied in your video because like
no.
No. Hear me out. It's not an attack. What I'm saying is that like, are you saying that because you are saying that Mr. Beast has lied in his videos by putting deceptive titles on them, right? If you are saying now that you don't actually believe that Mr. Beast is the Antichrist, like, isn't that deceptive in the same way that Mr. Beast is?
How so? The video title says it's explained. The claim's explained. So I was just explaining what was going on.
But that is to say, sure, but that is to say that you are the person who's saying that. Like, you are the person who is calling him the Antichrist. Like, because also that's the other thing too, man, is like I understand the symbolism thing. Like, I get it. Like, I listen, we've all been on some 8chans before in our lives. We've all seen the QAnon post. We've all seen it, right? Hands up. I'm just going to tell you. But what I'm saying is that like, is it really reasonable for you to say that he is the, like, for some points of your video explaining how he's the Antichrist, to say that his name is 1, Mr. Beast, and 2, had a 6 in it at some point? Like, is that, do you really believe that? Like, do you really think that that's evidence to show that he's the Antichrist?
It's not evidence. I mean, Mr. Beast.
What does that mean?
If Mr. Beast wanted to just clear his name, why would he just say? Why would he just say it? It's the same thing with Della Vlogs being related to Gordon Ramsay. Like, all these people are talking about this rumor. Why wouldn't he just say he's not related? And it's as simple as that. It's the same thing with Logan Paul and CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla went after him. All Logan Paul had to say was, like, that he wasn't trying to inflate the price, but he didn't say that. You know what I mean?
I really don't. You know, I gotta say, like, dude, I appreciate it, but like, I don't think. I cannot follow you on the logic trail of comparing Jake Paul to Mr. Beast in this way. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, you know? It's different. Again, we can agree to disagree on that. That's fine. But I'm just saying that, like, it's not a compelling argument for me. Because, like, if you're saying that you're CoffeeZilla in this instance, like, there's no, like, okay, what you have said here about the 1,000 whatever, and I'm sure that you've made videos about that, right? Like a guy making $1 million and then having to pay taxes about that. You've made a video about
I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't on YouTube back then, but
so you didn't
go.
Okay, so you stored that in your head. You thought, like, hey, if I'm ever interviewed by some random asshole on the internet, I'm definitely gonna bring that up. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I just think Mr. Beast has gone away from what he used to be. And
okay, well, you know what?
He's going down the bad path.
I want to give you okay, on that note then, I want to give you the floor because we're about out of time. I got to get going because I got some other work and stuff that I've got to do. I do appreciate you coming on though. I really, appreciated the conversation. I think it's very interesting. I'm going to post up your link, but can you just really quickly just tell me the long over under on everything, like give me a little summary of it, and just like if you have a message that you want to get to Mr. Beast, now's your time to say it.
Well, Mr. Beast, I don't know if I'd really want to talk to him right now just because of the thing he says, but if you just want to know anything, I think probably some of the best stuff, if you just go to my comment section on these videos that I have, I think you'll really start to understand what's going on. Because there's some people that have been enlightened in the comments that share a lot of information. Because, I can't spend my whole day in my comment section commenting back, but I do have a few dedicated people who are proving my points to, the majority of people that are just haven't come around yet. So it's good. I would just say if you're mad at me or if you love me or if you want to know more, just read the comments on my videos and
I do have to appreciate this because, like I said, I fell victim to this as well. You did post even on this video of the Mr. Beast Antichrist Explained. You do have the first comment that you pinned up at the top here is if you don't watch this video to the very end, then don't comment. Don't make yourself look silly by being uneducated and commenting before all the evidence is shown. So pie on my face. Pie on my face.
Yeah, I changed up my strategy too, though, on that. Like, if you go to my channel really quick,
sure.
So this is also like a new thing that I'm going to start doing too. If you go to my most recent video about the new Harry Potter game,
okay.
Before you buy
you can just pause that. But yeah, my top comment. So now for like a lot of people who can't hear, they don't want to watch the commentary. Like, I'm leaving comments under my videos explaining everything. So.
Okay.
If anybody wants to document it, turn it into a blog or something, if you should be able to, so it's all there.
Wait, so sorry, really quick too. Which, by the way, I did post a link in the chat. If you guys wouldn't mind at least just showing a little bit of love, because we do appreciate him coming on. You can subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to force you guys to do that, but if you wouldn't mind pressing likes on his videos, get his numbers up a little bit if you do want to see more of his content, because I think it's pretty funny. You know what? I'm going to go for a sub myself. But I am curious. You mentioned a book. You have a book?
I got a couple of them.
You got a couple books. Where are they at? Can we buy them? Where can we buy them?
They're in my house. So if you just leave me a comment, we'll talk in the comments and I'll just send you one.
Okay.
Like
mean,
YouTube hacks. That's where like YouTube hacks, YouTube secrets. Like I'm really skilled at YouTube.
Are you?
So I do.
Well, you certainly are more skilled than I am, given how many more subscribers you have. But so is that again? I know that you may not want to get into it, but would that get you in trouble? So you can't exchange currency or money for those books, right? Otherwise, you would get in the same kind of legal trouble as you were explaining before about making money on YouTube. Is that
like
true?
NFT, crypto, you can't really follow any of that stuff. So yeah, like so MrBeast ever wanted me as like a consultant. That's the thing too. Is like,
okay,
like he should probably send me his videos before he posts them, and then I can help show him. Like it's just crazy.
Man, oh man. All right. Well, you know what? You are you're certainly an interesting man, Yatab. But I appreciate you coming on. Is there any last thing you want to say before I get you off and I close out the video?
No, just that. Sorry, sometimes my brain gets clouded. Sometimes, so.
Do you have any voices that talk to you? Like, is it like that or?
Well, it's like I only talk for 1 hour a day, so I'm at my limit. So like once I start talking over an hour, it gets really hard to continue. So I'll just leave it at that. And
okay. All right. Well, like I said,
that's it.
Thank you so much, dude, for coming on. I hope you're able to rest your larynx there. All right. Have a good one, Yatab. All right. Oh my God. Okay. That was a video. That was an interview. So all right. we gave him a shot. Came on. He shot a shot. He brought up a lot of interesting points. I tried my best to keep up. There was a lot there, and frankly, I don't know too much about MrBeast, so I don't know if I'm like the best person to defend his honor with this stuff. But we do want to say thank you for him coming on. Thank you for your support, for everybody watching as well. We appreciate you guys. I love you all. You guys are the best. I am like, my head is spinning, honestly, from this. It's an interesting interview. What do you guys think? Let's catch you guys' chats. Let's see what you guys thought, just to kind of close it out. I was reading you guys a little bit, but I just didn't want it to be a dog pile. I was planning on maybe even trying to get some call-ins at some point, but honestly, the way that was going, I was like, no, let's just keep going. Cataract surgery removes the lens from your eyes. You would be able to see after the surgery a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, my mom had cataract surgery, and she was able to see pretty much the next day. Like, she had to rest, but you know. He doesn't know what cataract surgery is. Not a problem. So a debate. What the fuck? That's income tax. Has he killed cats before? I don't know. I should have asked. What do you mean not getting anything about subscribing? That's a lottery. Hey, Sylv, how's it going? Thank you to shout out to everybody in chat, by the way. I see Hannah in chat, Christina, Sylv, Sora. We had Vincent Martin in chat before. Fellow, yo. Ghosty, yo, welcome in, Ghosty. Yeah, it was a 6,000, not a 6. Jake Paul attempted to making money and failed. MrBeast just spent money to maybe get some internet clout when he was huge amount already. I mean, I agree with that, Vincent. Yeah. Much love. See you guys in a few days. Call-ins next time. All right. We'll see. I mean, if you make any more videos, well, I'll tell you this much, Yatab. I am not too big of a person in this space, but there are a few people that at least are kind of surrounding me, or I surround them. I don't know which way you want to say it. And they definitely will be paying a little bit more attention to you, sir. So we'll see what comes of that. I'm here just lurking, Plants. Oh, thank you for that, Plants. Appreciate it. Thank you for the lurk. Yep, that's it. That's the end of the stream. That's all we got. I am going to be streaming over on Twitch in a few hours. I'm gonna be over there in like 2 hours or so. Link in the description for Yatab's channel, but also to my Twitch. Also, if you want to donate to me, I would appreciate it. We're very close to my my little goal here, my little tip goal. We're at $40, so I just need like $10 more, and I'll be like in the good for this month. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys, like I said, for all of your support. I'm gonna tell Comey, tell him. Let them know, Comey. Come on, girl.
Support.
That's right. Thank you for support, everybody. And we're gonna catch you in the next live stream. Love you all to death. And bye for now.